Hey guys, it's Deepak Shukla here from Send Koala, and if you're looking to generate 4 to 7 leads a week, every week like clockwork, then click the link in the description below to get access to our template that will allow you to create piping hot leads using a specific cold email sequence. So today we're going to be talking about how to effectively warm up your domain as well as your email in line with setting up some prospecting for that domain. So if you are new with a domain that you've just registered, you can go ahead and register at a whole variety of places. Our recommended providers should also be in the link below. Then once you've decided that, what you must effectively think about is that if you start sending cold emails immediately, that's pretty much not the right thing to do. And I want to talk to you today a little bit about why that isn't the right thing to do, and then what you should do and what it really means to warm up an actual domain. So sending cold email ultimately has a direct impact upon the reputation of your domain. So you wouldn't think it, but something such as sendkoala.com has a reputation, okay? So that carries a reputation in the eyes of the mail service providers of the world, whether that's your Google, G Suite or Workspace, whether it's your Outlook, Hotmail, whether it's something else entirely, okay? And when you are the new kid on the block, sending emails to people that you don't know really is a little bit like punching above your weight, okay? You shouldn't be doing it to begin with, okay? What you really want to focus upon in the beginning is actually warming up the domain. So that allows you to do some slow and safe tests to ultimately increase your reputation, to improve your deliverability by making sure your emails get opened, your emails get replied and responded to. And this is really an important place that you need to start with. Why do you need to start there? Because it mimics what people actually do when they set up a new business, right? Typically, you set up a new business and you're going to be sending out a couple of emails here and there manually. Remember, when email was invented, shall we say, there was never the consideration that people would be sending emails at scale, 5 days, 5 emails a day, 10 emails a day, 20, 40, 50, etc. So because of that, scaling to that level instantly ultimately determines that it's probably not going to be something that is natural. So with that in mind, you need to start and mimic human behavior and doing it slowly at the beginning. Now, there's two ways that you can do this. If you have a bunch of friends in the community, if you're starting a business, certainly, where you'd be getting Outlook and Workspace, or you'd be getting, your mail inbox with a specific SMTP server or specific service provider, you would have your own actual inbox that you'd be managing, okay? And you would signify through the purchase of those that you're actually going to be doing it for business purposes. So there's likely to be a higher volume of expectation in terms of the sends, but nonetheless, you're going to be, what you should do is start emailing the people within your network that you know and asking them to reply. Okay, so that process can be anything from 1 to 10 emails a day. It all staggered out randomly, and that happening on a daily basis. Okay, so once you've done that for a several day period, then you will have effectively begun to warm up your domain. What's happening when you actually go through that process? Well, what's happening is that Google or Hotmail or whoever it may be, the email service providers, the ESPs of the world, are seeing that, oh, so Deepak has got this domain, sendkoala.com. Deepak is emailing people from outside of his domain that he knows, Richard at x.com, Frank at y.com, and Melanie at z.com. And they're responding, they're replying. This is happening ultimately randomly with natural messages. And if we continue to play out that cycle over time, it will begin to become more and more normal activity, and the ESPs will scrutinize your actual reputation less because your reputation starts to become safe. So you get a safe sender reputation, and as a consequence, it allows you over time to scale up the amount of emails that you're sending. Now, the second way that you could do that, if you want to do that, is to do it automatically with a platform like SendKoala. We have our own stock of thousands of email accounts. We can, on your behalf, go through the warm-up process, and therefore you can kick back, relax, and wait for that warm-up process to really work its magic, and then you'll be ready to swoop in at that time and ultimately be able to then start with your email sends. So please do make sure, regardless of whether you go the manual way without Send Koala or you go the automatic way with Send Koala, make sure you do one of the two. Warming up email domains warming up your emails as part of your domains are incredibly important and is a key to your cold email success. So my name is Deepak Shukla. This is Send Koala. Please do click the link in the description below to get access to our sequence, our email sequence that will enable you to generate from 4 to 7 leads a week, every week like clockwork, using our piping hot cold email sequence. Catch you in the next one.